And we are back with yet another Wounded Viking Live. Tuesday, Sunday, let's get it. Alrighty. Yesterday was a fun session. I figured I would come back today, do it all again. 2 p.m. Belgian time. The sun is shining. I got a great workout session in earlier, just finished lunch. The muscle is recovering, the body is repairing itself. It's now time for me to talk to my tribe, talk to my people. So, don't hold back. Don't be shy. Ask me anything. At this point, we got one person in here. So, this is kind of intimate. State your name, stranger. Don't be shy. You are watching the Viking live. This is not a dream. This is not a green screen. I'm really here. So let's get to it. I've got about 1 hour. What's up, Francisco Perez? How you doing, buddy? Like I said before, I'm gonna start doing more live sessions. I feel like YouTube is definitely pushing the streaming, the live streams. What's up, Dofi? Unknown user. I've been to England. I've been to London. Wasn't my favorite place on the planet, to be honest with you. Cold, expensive, dark. How is the New Year treating you? Patricia, New Year is treating me great. I'm very happy that the days are getting longer again. December was dark as hell in Belgium. I look forward to having surgery in about 5 weeks. They're going to start working on my bottom teeth. Things are looking up. I got more clients than ever. Business is going good. Francisco, I'm doing fine. What do you think about technological advancement changing our way for life for the worse? What's up, Ori? Honestly, I think like AI is going to happen regardless whether we like it or not. Maybe our role in this all, the role of human beings is just to be like some type of biological womb for the next step in evolution, which would be AI. It's very typical human to always assume that we're the last stop, that we are destined to be the final evolution, the same way the dinosaurs also thought that. Maybe we're not, and if that's not the case, then we gotta come to grips with that. So I don't fear technological evolution. I do try to stay clear from certain things myself. Like I'm very wary of social media, things like that. At the end of the day, we got bigger problems to worry about. Like artificial intelligence and the rise of technology should not really impact, the way you feel about life or anything like that. You might not even make it till next month. So why worry about something that'll take place decades from now? You're a tough one. Thank you. Well, AI is curing blinds right now. By 2050, no blindness. Really? What's up, Finlay? Artificial intelligence is curing people that are blind. Are you sure about that? I haven't heard anything about that. Would be cool though if they can pull it off. But again, guys, look, don't get distracted by all these imminent incoming dangers. There's a bunch of stuff going on in your current life right now that requires and deserves a lot more attention than you have in the fear of potential invasion of AI robots. Your well-being, physically and mentally. Get in shape, read, educate yourself, eat more healthy, learn how to cook better, stop going out eating fast food, stop getting plastered and drunk every weekend just because everyone else around you does it. What about the batteries that can last decades? What about them? Good. Awesome. Maybe one day my phone will get one, so I don't have to recharge it all the time. I'm not worried about that, man, and neither should you guys be. Like, that's the last thing you should think about. Unknown user. New AI Coronius, I don't know what that means, have been working recently. It's theoried by Elon Musk. No blindness by 2050. Well, even though I'm a big, big fan of Elon Musk, he said a lot of stuff, so let's see what happens with that. Good morning, beautiful friend. Same to you, S Dukes. How you doing? Where you guys at? So pleasant of you guys to join the live. But yeah, like I said, man, like there is more news available than there ever has been. So it's a normal reaction for people to start worrying about a bunch of stuff that are really not that relevant. The same way that a lot of people feel like the world has become a very unsafe place due to the news, due to the media. But then it's like, if you ask people, when is the last time something like some type of criminal activity happened to you? Usually they can't even recall one instance. It's a fact, statistically, that the world is a safer and better place than it's ever been. Now, if you would ask 1,000 people, probably, more than 50% would claim the opposite. Isn't that ironic? I don't watch the news. Good. Oh, I hear someone approaching. What do we got here? What do we got? Come here. Come here. Uh-oh. Look at this golden girl. Look at this golden girl. She's the reason for my happiness every day. My little Salma Hayek. Huh?
It's not the sun.
The what? The song?
The sun.
Look at you being difficult. Oh
Amor,
my.
how can you deal with so much sun in your
Baby, I need it. I need vitamin D.
Oh
I
my
told you I'm Caribbean. She doesn't believe me. I keep telling her I'm Caribbean.
I'm gonna change the plan. It's
Whoa,
taking too
whoa,
much
whoa, whoa!
sun.
Relax. You're not going anywhere. I get more views when you're with me.
No.
Doesn't this remind you of King Kong and the girl? This one right here. She's my lottery ticket.
To the moon. I think she takes too much sun. This one.
Too much sun? That's impossible. Plants love sun. What's up, Jay? It's certainly a lot safer than when the Vikings were raiding us. True that. Hello again from South Dakota. Loving the sunshine on the shoulders, you two. Thank you. Come back.
I want water.
What do you mean?
I want water.
How'd your meeting go?
Good.
Good, baby. Happy to hear that. Francisco. You want some? It's yeah, try it, baby. Tell me if you like it. Something new. Do you believe in Jesus? ¿Te gusta? My girl loves my cooking. Let me guys tell you how I locked her down. I cook for her every day, right? The way to the heart of a woman is through her stomach. Belgium was part of Gaul, and Gauls were Celts, not Viking. Am I wrong? No, you're completely right. You're completely right. But my dad has a theory that his village was pillaged by Vikings, and that our great grandmother was raped by a Viking. That's why we descend from Vikings. And if you don't like that, ask my dad. Thoughts on Ragnar Lodbrok? I don't watch the show Vikings. I don't know the Ragnar Lodbrok. Baby girl loves it too. Loves food. Yeah, she does love food. She could eat all day. Hey, where are you going? That's probably true. Listen, I actually gave both of my parents a DNA test. I should be doing it this week. So we're gonna be finding out exactly where they're from. The Vikings did what they wanted. Yup, they did. Y'all cute. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that. Yeah, people ask me that question a lot. How do you know you're a Viking? Like, it's not that serious, guys. took this name because I felt like it suited me, and it sounds philosophical, you know. Wounded Viking. Yereso Bayo. What's up? How you doing? All right, guys, let me get some good questions going. I'm in here. I'm catching my flow. Don't hold back. By the way, I'm still offering my coaching services. If you want me to coach you, we can do this on a personal level, face to face with a video call, and you can hire me. If you're interested in that, email me at lorenz.dries@gmail.com, and we'll talk about it. I see you getting them gains. Your boy is blowing up. Ever smoked weed or not? Of course. Dude, weed is the thing that got me through my chemo. I couldn't eat. I couldn't stomach any food. My doctor told me, even though it's illegal in Belgium, he was like, "Nah, you should smoke a joint." And that did wonders. I love flower. Do you speak German? Ich spreche Deutsch, mein Freund. Über was willst du sprechen? The Vikings even invaded parts of Russia. They were mad. Nice. Your title says life is beautiful, but I feel like that's very subjective. That's not true. Life is beautiful by default. What would you say to your younger self? Go and see a dentist, a proper dentist, because they're going to cut half your face off if you don't. Also, stop getting drunk all the time. It's not good for you. And also, I would have focused even more on fitness and nutrition. I feel like I could have had an even better physique had I taken it more serious at an earlier point. What else would I tell my younger self? Don't worry, everything is gonna get easier and better. It's hard being young, man. Like the teenage years, early 20s, it's a difficult time. Who is your idol? Who is my idol? I mean, I definitely idolize Joe Rogan when it comes to what he has achieved with his podcast. I like the way he approaches a lot of things. My dad, of course, because he's the man. All the things that he can make with his hands. Check out this table. He made that right there. He made that table himself. That piece of wood is more than 100 years old. No lie. Do you think aliens exist? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think bulking is optimal for longevity? I'm planning to be on permanent caloric deficit. No, you shouldn't do that, Francisco. You're going to shrink away. You're literally going to kill yourself. You should not be on a permanent caloric deficit. I would just do I would take in calories slightly above maintenance and then just keep training. And then you're going to make slow and steady gains, but never get fat. Jay, I'm guessing, never stop doing cardio either. Jay, I'm guessing I have Scandinavian ancestors if I go back far enough in time, as they, the Vikings, invited and settled in the UK where I'm from. Jay, you should do one of those DNA tests. I'm making my parents do one this week. Do you think humans were created by intelligent design or by normal evolution theory? I don't think they were created. I think we literally came from being fish. That's why our eyes still have the water in it, because our eyes were initially designed to look underwater. Doesn't make any other sense that they are the way they are. No alien in the sky, no God created us. It all makes perfect sense the way we were created. Check out Cosmos by Neil Tyson deGrasse. Kosmos. You have to watch that. Trust me. What is your opinion on Arnold Schwarzenegger? The boss of all bosses, man. Like, who else do you know that he literally became the best in every field that there is? First, he became the best in bodybuilding and sports, right? The most legendary bodybuilder ever, probably. Then he became the best and highest paid actor. So he shifted the culture and entertainment. Then he became the governor of California. So he also succeeded in politics. Like, who do you know can do that? He's an absolute legend. Tutorial slave. Any advice on how to deal with a recent loss in a town that feels like purgatory, surrounded by people one doesn't vibe with, in a job that doesn't fulfill you? Tutorial slave, you need to start putting together an escape route. You need to put together a plan, my friend, an escape plan. And by making that plan, by planning those steps, you will already start getting excited for your next chapter. The recent loss, you can only get over that by time. Time does heal all wounds, but it will take a while. The best way to deal with it is to distract yourself. And the most beautiful distraction of them all is travel, my friend. So uproot yourself from that geographical location. Go somewhere else. Go to South America. Go to Southeast Asia. Start over. Trust me, man. Your life will be a hell of a lot more interesting. Dakes, what do you think about Joe Biden? He's an American politician. He's corrupt by definition. It's impossible for anyone to be a decent person and to become president of the US. That's just the way the system works. So I definitely think he's way better than Trump, simply because he actually knows how to do the job with grace. But yeah, Biden, I'm sure Biden is a piece of shit, just like all the other politicians, basically. I like Bernie Sanders, and I like Tulsi Gabbard. Is that how you say it? The woman, Tulsi Gabbard. I feel like she's really rational, very well balanced. I would vote on Tulsi. Is that her name? If I could. What do you do for your main sources of protein? Meat protein powder combination. Yeah, it's a combo. I have a vegan protein powder. I stopped taking whey. Whey is really bad for your stomach. It messes you up. Makes you fart, all those things. And it's not even healthy. Vegan protein powder is the way to go. I eat chicken almost every day. I don't really eat red meat. I eat salmon regularly. I eat eggs every day. So salmon, chicken, eggs, vegan protein powder. Those are, beans as well. A lot of rice. What's up, Sudarshan? When do you think COVID will be over? 2022, I think will be going. I think this whole year, 2021, will still be more the same. I think that we will still be basically in a permanent kind of lockdown with a lot of restrictions. I think if we're able to celebrate Christmas with our families, with our extended families at the end of this year, we should consider ourselves very lucky. So yeah, I'll give it another year. You look Swedish, to be honest, not Belgian. Yeah, I know. Imagine, I actually went to Sweden, to live in Sweden twice. The first time I went there for the girls when I was like 21 years old. Imagine me getting off the plane, all excited, right? New start, new country. And I look around and I see that every single dude looks exactly like me. No competitive advantage whatsoever. Zero. Thought that was funny. I'm lucky it's not school for me yet. Been thinking about taking a DNA test. Do it, man. If you were the only person on Earth, what would you do? I mean, I guess I would just, travel the world, try to document something to leave behind so that when aliens finally rediscover us, they would know what happened. I don't know, man. If I were the only person on Earth, I would basically just, move around, look for food. I can't do pull-ups. How to build strength to do them? You should train your biceps by doing bicep curls and your upper back by doing rows. Those are the main muscles that you'll engage to do pull-ups. So make sure your arms become stronger and like this part of your back. So you want to do a lot of bicep work. Hey Viking, your story is very inspirational. Thank you. Do you take vitamin K2 and K7? I'm not sure. I take a multivitamin every day. I take fish oil. I take creatine. I take calcium and magnesium. I take maca. It's a Peruvian herb. But specifically K2 and K7, I'm not sure. Hope gorgeous, Katya as well too. She's looking gorgeous in the sofa, looking pretty, working hard. She doesn't even know it. Such a beautiful woman. She's got her headphones on. How to do muscle ups. Danny, I never do muscle up myself, so I'm not the wrong guy to ask. Guys, if you want workout advice, check out this YouTuber called Athlete X. He's got a great channel. I like Trump because he was not politically correct. Yeah, I see a lot of people say that, you know. At least Trump was honest. He showed us he was a shitty person. Dur, dur. It's like, yeah, you know, that's not really how the world works. We should not praise people for openly being open about assholes. We should praise people for not being assholes at all. So I know a lot of people voted for Trump because they wanted to see him stir the proverbial pot, but he created so much conflict, so much hate, so much polarization. He was not the way to go. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Yup. I gotta go. My mom catch me. All right. How are you? I'm great, Danny. How are you? Favorite movie and TV show? Favorite movie: American Psycho, The Bodyguard, Donnie Darko, Donnie Darko. Which one else? I like Dazed and Confused a lot. I like The Thing, a TV show, The Sopranos, Entourage, and right now I'm watching a really cool show on Netflix called the 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 method of like what the fuck is it called? The Macadamian Method or something. It's with Alec no with that old actor. It's about this acting guru. He's like acting, giving acting classes. It's called The Something Method, and I love the show. See, like they did a bad job naming that show. It's never a good look if people cannot easily remember the name of the show. That you have to make it keep it simple. Because now they're gonna miss out. You guys are missing out on my referral of that show because the name is too complicated. If you could only bring three things to a deserted island to live there for, what would they be? Some type of music playing device, like music is absolutely essential. Um, a bunch of rolling papers for sure, like 5,000 rolling papers, and music, rolling papers. Yeah, and then probably something like one of those Swiss knives or like one of those things where you can make fire with, like a fire stick. Francisco, are deadlifts and squats going to ruin my knees? Not if you do it properly. But I've never been a big fan of deadlifts. Obviously, it is a great exercise if you do it right, but if being the operative word, the problem with deadlifts is that it's hard to do them right, and people always have a tendency to want to go too heavy on the weight. Once you mess up your lower back, you're done. Like, even look at all the fitness YouTubers. Like, there's this guy called David Late. He's a big time famous YouTube guy. He was a monster on the deadlifts, and now he's only like 21 or something, and his lower back is already messed up due to deadlifts. It's like, how is that okay? How is that cool? Congratulations, you were able to deadlift 400 pounds, but you already have the back of a 50-year-old. You know what I mean? It's just like the whole powerlifting culture for me is a little bit toxic sometimes. I don't think there's any real advantage to human beings being able to lift that type of weight with their lower back. So that's why I deadlift, but I go light. I never go above 220 pounds. That's 100 kgs, and that's a pussy weight for most people, to deadlift. But yeah, trust me, you want to have a good back, healthy back. And what is the prize at the end of that tunnel? What is the prize of you being able to deadlift 300 pounds, 200 pounds, 400 pounds? Like, what's there's no added benefit and there's a ton of risk. Squats, on the other hand, are a lot more safer, and I do recommend them. I don't know what to believe. What's your ideal body? Basically, just I'm pretty close to it. The like lean, visible abs, broad shoulders, big biceps, and the V shape. I'm all about that V shape. Like small waist, broad shoulders. That's what I love, and functional, so that you're able to actually do cardio, so that you're able to do run, to move, to do sports. If you're just a big lump of meat, that's useless. Do you recommend the COVID vaccine? Donna Del Duce. I absolutely do. Listen, guys, I know that there's a lot of false prophets out there right now talking about, don't take the COVID vaccine. I did a bunch of research on it. I considered myself to be a so-called conspiracy theorist for the longest time. Like, for example, if you ask me, was 9/11 an inside job? I'll tell you wholeheartedly yes. Epstein did not kill himself, things like that. I believed in aliens, all this stuff. But I've looked at the evidence, and there is not a single shred of actual real evidence that would indicate that the COVID vaccine is going to harm you. And I feel like it's just like this new trend, this new wave. I feel like a lot of these influencer dummies, their well of content has ran dry because of COVID and the limited possibilities in terms of content making. And I feel like a lot of those bozos have jumped on the train of trying to talk to the people about the government and conspiracies, and they're trying to tell you that the vaccine is going to harm you. Listen, man, if they wanted to kill us, they would have made the COVID virus strong enough so that they would that it would immediately kill us. It doesn't make sense to make a vaccine after that to then kill you, or to then do something with you. I love it when I ask people like, all right, so what is the end game then? Why do you think they would tamper with the vaccine? And then they tell me, oh, so they can control us. What are you talking about, control us? They already control you for the last decade. You carry your smartphone with you everywhere you go. Like, people are talking about, they're going to put a chip in us, a chip. What do you mean you didn't have that chip? That chip is right in your pocket everywhere you go. Like, make no mistake about it. You have already been chipped. So don't come to me with that pseudo-intellectual bullshit about New World Orders and stuff. The vaccine, like, if you would watch a movie where the world got hit by this pandemic, that would be the logical outcome. Like, if there was a Will Smith movie, the movie would all be about us as a civilization finding a vaccine in time before we all die. Like, coming up with a vaccine is the logical next step after a pandemic. I don't understand how people cannot see that. The people have just become addicted to everything having a reason, and more importantly, there being a guilty person for everything. It has to be someone's fault. It cannot just be that it's just nature. It has to be someone's fault. Someone has to have done it, come up with an evil plan to kill us all. People just don't seem to realize that when it comes to nature, we're on the same scale as ants and birds. We're not that important. Nature doesn't care about our summer. They don't care about our festivals or our holidays. So yes, please, if you're watching this and if you're doubting on whether or not you should take the vaccine, please get vaccinated. Like, if you're a semi-intelligent person, I highly encourage you to look at the research, look at the facts, and you'll see that there is no evidence whatsoever that would indicate that it would be a bad idea to take the vaccine. We need the vaccine to get out of this, all right? So please, don't listen to these bozos. I've seen so many of these fitness idiots all of a sudden think that they know about stuff. Like, guys, they logged into 2 conspiracy forums and all of a sudden they're educating you on what's real. I even saw fucking idiots talking about that the whole storm of the Capitol, that was all staged. Like, it wasn't that bad. The media hyped it up, over exaggerated it. What do you mean? We saw the images. What is there to over exaggerate? Oh man, moving on. I just discovered my life goal, which is great. That's what's up, Danny. Hey, by the way, guys, if you like my content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this live, and feel free to sponsor your boy by making a PayPal donation. My ID is lorenz.dries@gmail.com. You can send over any donation. I would appreciate that a lot. Or you can also use the super chat function that then YouTube takes like half. How tall are you? I'm 6'4", 1 meter, 94 centimeters. Do you invest in market stocks? No, I invest in Bitcoin and crypto. Samu, how are you? I'm great. I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was younger. I love Vegeta. What's up, Tasty? When you stay in a hostel, do you suggest getting your own room or a bunk bed? No, a private room in a hostel is too expensive, man. It defeats the purpose. Get a bunk bed and a shared room, but don't go for the ones with 16 beds or 10 beds. Go for the one with 6 beds. Don't get crazy. Sopranos is my all-time #1 show. Did you know it's based on a real family? I'll check it out. I love that show. James Gandolfini, the greatest of all-time actor. Rest in peace. Crystal, you are amazing. I admire you so much. I get lots of comments about my face like it's bent and ugly, and you inspire me. I'm a domestic violence survivor. I'm in the UK. Wow, Crystal Alice. Thank you so much for telling me that. Thank you for being here. You're an absolute inspiration for me as well, and you made my day by telling me that. My favorite music, I like a lot of urban music. I like hip hop. I like rap. I like R&B. I also like Leonard Cohen, Whitney Houston, even Metallica, Bon Jovi. I like soft, emotional music. I like piano, acoustic music. I'm an emo guy. When it comes to music, I like emo stuff. When I'm working out, I like aggressive hip hop. Brittany, wish we can play video games together. I don't play video games, Brittany. You prefer calisthenics over weights? No, a combination. I do a lot of pull-ups. Pull-ups are really good. I do a lot of running, but I absolutely need weights. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the physique I have now. You think the Illuminati and Freemasons are the thing? No, I don't think. Dave, Trump didn't generate hate. He was about unity. All right. It's the Democrats that are obsessed with identity politics and divide the public into categories. Trump didn't generate hate. He was about unity. All right. I'm contemplating whether or not I should, no, I'm going to let that, man. We can, I'm open to pro-Trump arguments, but if you're going to sit there and say that Trump was about unity, I mean, yeah, I feel like the gap is too wide for me to even try and attempt to So yeah, moving on. Unknown user. The only thing I don't understand is why vaccines have aborted baby fetus in them. It just doesn't make sense. It's a very divisive topic. I tend not to discuss it too much. It's divisive because we have a lot of really dumb people in the world. That's why it's divisive. It's always going to be divisive. What's up, Moons? Didn't someone just die from the vaccine? I'm sure someone did. And people also die from drinking too much Coke. And people also die from biking. And people also die from laying in the sun too long. People die all the time. Alejandro Lopez, if you can't talk about it, maybe you're one of those people who can't live with the fact that other people think different than you. What do you mean? Talk about what? I don't know. I can live with the fact that people think different than me. I just can't stand out the stupidity when people want to basically relay everything to the world being this big, scary place filled with evil people trying to hurt you and kill you and things like that. Not understanding that the algorithm keeps feeding them the same nonsense that they're addicted to. It's a rabbit hole. Once you show interest in topics like QAnon and things like that, the algorithm just keeps feeding you more of that nonsense. If you want to go listen to Alex Jones, go be my guest, man. Do you still start a football team? No, not really. I got tired of footballs. I still watch NBA, but I don't like to watch too much sports. It's a beautiful distraction, but that's just what it is. It's like sitting on the couch watching other people do sports. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I love the NBA, but I wouldn't recommend going too deep in it. Life is too short. It's just a distraction. Dates back from the ancient Romans. They would just basically give the people bread and games and watch the gladiators kill each other, and then they'll be happy. While the politicians were making the real moves. The thoughts on Leif Erikson, who discovered America. Why didn't he stay? I'm going to have to look into that one. I'm actually reading a super interesting book called Fingerprints of the Gods by Graham Hancock that also talks about that. Leif Erikson. I'm going to put that in there. I don't know why he didn't stay, but I'm going to do some research. Thank you, unknown user, for really giving me something interesting. Brooklyn, 20-year-old male who has never had sex. I'm now in my second year at university and constantly feel frustrated about this, especially knowing that most of my friends are now in sexual relationships. Brooklyn 09, you're a late bloomer. It's okay. Listen, man, some people are early, some people are late. Don't sweat it. Don't rush it. First thing you need to understand, sex is very much overrated. It's not anything like the thing that you see in porn. It's constantly glamorized by media and entertainment to keep you hooked, but the idea of sex and the illusion of sex usually is way better than the act itself. Don't sweat it, man. It'll come, and trust me, when it comes, no pun intended, you'll laugh at yourself for ever stressing it the way you did. Now I know when you're 20, your testosterone is raging, your hormones are driving you crazy, but dude, you got so much life left to live. Let it come to you, man. Don't sweat it. Really, don't sweat it. And if you really want to figure out, what sex is like, then lower your standards, man. There's plenty of women who want to have sex. Just make sure you keep it real with them. Don't try to make them feel like you're in love with them or that you want to have a relationship. So be like, look, trying to get laid. What's up with you? Do it in a nicer way. Maybe put some dance in it. Brooklyn, keep your head up. You'll meet the right women when the time is right. Yep. Why do you think low-fat Greek yogurt could be part of an optimal diet? What do you think? Yeah, sure. Why not? The only thing, yogurt is lactose, and I don't think lactose is that good in general. Who killed JFK? The CIA, motherfucker. JFK was trying to change some things. Just Google that speech that he did, JFK, about secret organizations running the government. Yeah, JFK did not get killed by a magic bullet. He was assassinated by the American government. Best believe that. There's a book called Behold a Pale Horse, which is very interesting, talks about that. See, guys, I'm not this guy who's not into conspiracy stuff. But like I look at the evidence, but you're never going to hear me say that it's a bad idea to get the vaccine. Wounded Viking, Donna, thank you so much for the wonderful advice on the COVID vaccine. You make a lot of sense. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Anyone see the Godzilla versus King Kong trailer? Brittany, thank you. I saw it. I literally sent it to like 10 of my friends, and they were like, what are you sending me this for? Bunch of bitches, man. I love that trailer. It made me laugh so hard. They got King Kong fist fighting Godzilla. It's amazing. I mean, obviously it looks terrible, but it's gonna be highly entertaining, I think. Roll one up and watch it on a Friday. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna download it when it drops. What do you miss the most about pre-COVID life? The gym, being able to go to my gym. I love my gym. Being able to go out, being able to travel with my girl, go to restaurants, go to bars, social activities. I like JFK. We all did. Say Divya PG. Do you want to live in another country? No, I'm happy. I'm happy here. I do want to travel more again, but I'm happy in Belgium. It's a great country. I've had my fair share of traveling, and trust me, after a few countries, after a few continents, you figure out that people are people everywhere you go. There is no such thing as the perfect society or perfect country. It's a give and take. Unknown user. He spoke about Majestic 12 in the Federal Reserve. They whacked him. Yup. Francisco, what do you think about sauerkraut versus steamed cabbage in terms of health and nutrition? I think that steamed cabbage is better, right? Good evening, my friend. Shout out to the Philippines and Rico. Brittany, me too. I can't believe they're making that movie. It really does look terrible, but I'm definitely going to watch it. Yeah, I kind of like it, these crazy over-the-top movies. I like that. Long time no see. That's what's up, Enrico. Neri Nunes, here from Brazil. Obrigado. What's up, Brazil? My girl loves Brazil. She's always talking about Brazil. She's obsessed with it, actually. Brittany, it'll be free on HBO Max if you have it. I don't have HBO. I already got Netflix. I got Spotify Premium. I got Amazon Prime. That's more than enough. Did you just say Belgian? Yep, Belgian. Are you tired of traveling, or do you want to do more? I want to travel more, but I'm definitely out of my extreme travel phase. I used to be in a phase where I was just like obsessed with traveling and doing as many countries as I can, but it got really boring. In the end, like my last travels were really boring because I just didn't like. If you do it too much, you can only see so many perfect beaches and amazing temples and natural beauty before it gets old. I like to. That's why I'm writing a book right now. I'm trying to like really create things that give me true purpose, and traveling is just like a distraction. It's fun, but just do you have some friends or relatives that died from COVID? No. Man, I live in Belgium. What's up, Jarna? Shout out to Belgium, man. I live in New York. I want to travel. Brittany, of course. Like, what I'm saying is, I've already traveled a lot, so that's why I'm saying, like, I've had, I'm not. It's no longer my main priority, but traveling is the best, and you should do it. My back is cramping up. Is Belgium a good place for non-European immigrants? Absolutely. To Bora Bora. To Bora Bora. Nice. What's up, matey? What's the name of your book and when will it be available? The name is Rotten Lemons. I don't have the release date yet. Rotten Lemons. Derives from the saying, when life gives you lemons, life gave me rotten lemons. What's it about? Basically, it's just about my philosophy, how I overcame my cancers, how I learned to live with my new face, how I was able to regain self confidence, self value, and self love through it all, even when in the eyes of society I was considered a freak. So I basically detail how I did that, how I tackled that from a mental point of view, and yeah, the book is basically, hopefully it'll help a lot of people deal with their situations. What's your funniest yet most embarrassing moment? Wow, that's a tough one. My funniest yet most embarrassing moment. Ooh, I can't really think of that right now. What's your favorite NBA team? LA Lakers, Playboy. Ever since they played the Sixers in the finals, I've been a Laker fan. I gotta say though, Brooklyn Nets are so entertaining this year as well. James Harden, I love him. I'm a big Harden fan. Interesting. You inspired me through a low time. Keep shining. Thank you, Sudarshan. Oh, look like my Peruvian pearl has taken off her headphones. Someone, you're tired, baby. Take a nap. Someone was just in here talking about Brazil. And I was telling them that you're obsessed with Brazil. Completely. Every day I gotta wake up to Brazilian.
Nice memories.
Come
All
here.
Brazilian men.
Oh! Hey, you need to chill with that, huh? You need to chill. Yeah, you better run upstairs. Mm-hmm. Take it easy, yeah? I have a face card too. That's what brought me here. What's up? I would love to buy your book when you release it. Keep us posted. For sure, man. I would like to travel all around Greece and visit as many historical places as I can. Go for it. Thoughts in the 22 Ronin and their adventurer master. Not sure what that means. When you see the world Brazil, what do you think? Man, I think about Rio de Janeiro. I think about Jurassic Park meets civilization. Like the city looks like Jurassic Park. It's crazy how it's the most aesthetically pleasing city in the world. That being said, I did not love Rio. Too dangerous, and the people were too superficial. That's my honest opinion on it. Then again, I also met many very cool Brazilians. So I think about worn people, but also warriors. Like they come from warriors. You can see it even in their bodies. They were used to going to war. Best believe that. The opposite of Peruvians. Peruvians are not warriors. They're just like soft, peaceful thinkers. You know. In Japan, they had the saying, "Revenge has no time limit." Yeah, revenge is a dish best served cold. Katya's the real MVP. They were samurais in Japan, famous. Oh, I gotta check that one out. 22 Ronin. Jurassic Park is one of the best movies in my opinion. Yup. Mary Muniz, you're correct. Thank you. I don't even know about what, but I'll take it. Come to India. One day, man. I wonder what attracted you more to Belgium than the Netherlands. Jarna, because I'm Belgian. I'm Belgian, buddy. I was born and raised here. It wasn't a choice. Francisco Perez. Did you know Peruvians were in an internal war before the Spanish arrival? Yeah. The You're talking about the Mayans or the Aztecs? No, I get you, man, but I just feel like currently, like the Peruvians that I've met are much more like laid back, subtle, soft spoken, like in the background. Well, then again, they're also quite loud, but in a more cheerful way. Brazilians have more like testosterone. They're a little bit more aggressive in a way, more dominant. Does that make any sense? Do you ever think about cutting your hair? Yeah, but I had short hair before, so I know how it looks. So I prefer this. I feel like I'm still gonna have at least 40 to 50 years with short hair once my hair starts thinning out. So I might as well roll with it now that I got it. That's how I look at it. Belgian chocolate is nice. It's the best. Mayan and Aztecs are not from Peru. The Incas were from Peru, man. I know. I don't know why I made that mistake. The Incas. You had an excellent American English. Come to Limburg. Yeah, Limburg is like 1 hour away, not even. I'm like 30 minutes from Hasselt. The Mayans went into the stars with the aliens. Facts. Yeah, I'm reading a book about that. Vericiosa, what's his name? I had a net friend from Belgium from Aalst. Nice. What do you feel is the most underexposed and underrated place you traveled that you highly recommend? Pereira in Colombia. That's a beautiful one. So it's a city. Pereira is a hidden gem. You should really go there to see the real Colombia. It's beautiful in every single type of way. Also Palomino. I like Palomino. It's a small fisherman's village in Colombia. His name is Thibault. What's up, Noob Master? What else? There's a place called Deer Isle off of the coast of America. What do you think is hidden under the Sphinx known tombs in Egypt? No idea, man. No idea. Who built the pyramids? I think it was an advanced civilization that was here far before us. Graham Hancock talks about that a lot in his book, Fingerprints of the Gods. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Joe Rogan. I like David Late for fitness content. Tim Dillon. I love Tim Dillon. I like The Ringer. It's a basketball podcast with Bill Simmons. Who else? Lex Friedman. I love his podcast. Yeah, I would say those are my favorites. Where are you now? In my apartment in Belgium. What is happening right now? Not much. No, his name is Utter. I don't know what that means. All right, guys. Good afternoon. What's up, Georgia? Happy to see you as well. All right, guys. We're 47 minutes in. I'm about to call it a wrap. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. If you like this live, if you like this session, hit the thumbs up. Have you read Sapiens? I haven't. Need to get on that. I'm catching up on my book readings. How do you think men going their own way are completely wrong, or do you believe they might have some valid point? They definitely have some points. They do, and I never denied that. The problem lies in generalizing these things to all women. And the thing is just that if you look at men going their own way content, it is clear that it is very much geared towards a specific segment of frustrated men. They always play on those typical things of men being bald, men being short. So they know that a lot of people who are looking for that type of confirmation, looking for that type of content, are going to gravitate towards it. So it's kind of like propaganda in that sense. That's what I don't like about it. What a great man you are. Thank you, Donna. And I subbed. Thank you, Noob Master. All right, guys, listen. You're also able to hire me. I work with clients one-on-one privately. So you can hire me as your coach. If you want to work with me, then email me at lorenz.dries. That's LORENZ.DRIES. Lorenz Dries at gmail.com. I'll write it down. So I'm still taking on new clients. What's up, Christopher? I'm about to check out. What else? I think that's about it. Oh my! Oh. Have a good one. You too, Christopher. Have a beautiful day. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back real soon. Appreciate it. It's your boy Wounded Viking. Checking out.